Okay, so we're back with Borderlands 4 from earlier today. I did about 30 more runs, and finally, uh, I dropped my first ever amp watts. And of course, it's the lowest, but I am in the club. I don't care at this point. I'm okay. I'm okay with this. So we got our amp watts, and I also went ahead and got Deadeye equipped at full, proficiency here. Now, here's where things have changed since you last saw the build in action. Of course, we're still using our bod, and actually, I got another armored bod from the wildcard mission. I did a few of those today. I haven't reviewed this online, but it looks like my DPS roll is not bad on this one. So I think decent DPS roll at the very least, and it got 10 shots. The other one was just simply a worse version of this, lower damage and magazine. So I'm very grateful that this one is the way it is. Um, so here's where the build is different. I have an upgraded damage crit knife without the slower speed. So this is just much more useful. It also has a second lower cooldown. So this is a better crit knife. So that always helps. We have, of course, our shielded team with the gun damage because we're using a bod, and I put Deadeye on this sucker. And we also have my new amp, Watch for Dinner. Finally, I'm a part of the club. And I also got a new war paint. Now, I'm just like impatient. I could have tried farming for something that is like a damage or a fire rate on it, which would have been ridiculous. But frankly, what I care about here for quality of life actually is the cooldown rate. So this one has a nice low cooldown rate. And frankly, that's fine. You can get a better one, but the lower the better. Because if you're in combat, you want this thing out as frequently as possible. And its effect is that as you get damaged, you lower the cooldown. So this actually, you want a low cooldown war paint, in my opinion. So um, that's good. Now here's where things have gotten a little crazy. I've been testing this. I've been, playing around. I have this. You're going to be like, what are you doing? I have this Malawan enhancement on. Now you're like, why? Notice the things below? I rolled 2 fire rate rolls. Guys, this is the secret, okay? You need both fire rates from 2 different guns to roll. And I believe that SMG is critical, but then, the other thing is whatever you want it to be. Here's the thing. This vastly improves this build's performance. Now, again, this is not the best bosser in the game. It's not trying to be. This is supposed to be the best all around sort of combat, every sort of combat. Enemies running at you. You need to hit multiple targets on the go, and then the big boss, right? So, just general combat efficiency. I think that this is pretty close. Now, you can use a movement speed watch like I was using in the other video that you saw. And for getting around mobbing, I actually still might prefer that to even this amp one because I'm still doing crazy damage. I was not using this before for mobbing. And with the extra movement speed, I was actually doing just fine. So here's the thing, right? Why am I doing this? Well, because it allows me to keep all the investment in damage. I used to use this, right? So when I pop the war paint, my fire rate goes to ludicrous levels, right? Well, now, instead of the 5 points here, I put 5 points here. Ars Arcana. And now my skill damage is stronger. And so with that fire rate, I can invest in damage. That's the secret. I also didn't put fire rate here. I put points where I can get damage and still have crazy fire rate. Now the trade-off is we're firing like crazy, but we also have damage to take advantage of that increased fire rate, not just firing fast. And Deadeye helped seal the deal. So now we're going to fight Timekeeper again. Just watch. This is not the best bosser in the game. So please just be patient for a second, and I'll explain after we do the run here. Did I reset him? No, I didn't. Let's do that again, huh? Let's restart. Let's restart. Blooper reel. Blooper reel, everybody. All right, let's do that again. Okay. SMG mode. All right, cool. So phase one, I'm going to have to shoot him a couple rounds here. You'll see. So we'll throw a crit knife at him. And we're just going to actually zoom in with him. See, I can't even clear, like, a full health bar that well with this. So you're like, whoa, that sucks. That's terrible. Why would you use this build? All right, now we do this. Get this down. And then we go into our just bullet. And he's going to hit me. That's unusual. He doesn't always do that. Little bastard. He's scared. The game is freezing. Oh my god, the game is fucking freezing. Oh, the game. He really fucked me up on that run. Look at that. So you might be going, this clear speed sucks. This is horrible. Right? Like, for example, for this guy in particular, I might just use a regular amp shield. For Origo, I was wanting this shield really badly because it helps against Origo, who was annoying me. So, but understand that, like, in practice overall, this is probably the best way to do it. Let's do it again. We'll reset. We'll reset here. Okay. Like, again, you can get better damage on your war paint. You can get some extra, like, bonuses, offensive bonuses. You could get some other things, right? So it's... Okay. But you see how fast this thing is firing? That's the point. We are hitting enemies so much with this extra fire rate on that enhancement. It makes everything click. That's the secret. He did it again to me. He's on a roll, this little bastard. He really is trying to just annoy me today. And he's like gone. He's gone. So that's the idea. So when people talk about bossers, right? They shoot an enemy with some big skill. They shoot an enemy with an action skill. The boss dies in 5 seconds. When this raid comes out, we need to see if the raid boss is surrounded by like 20 different little enemies. If you had a boss like this and then mobs around you, you're going to have to damage the boss, damage enemies, damage the boss, damage enemies, and that's actually going to be the fight. So you don't want to just have one shot, one kill. And frankly, the raid boss is probably also going to have a shield, an invincibility phase, something where here come the minions and you have to take care of them. And there might be minions all over the damn place. With this, I mean, even far away, this damage is... the damage this thing is doing for mobbing even far away is pretty damn nuts. So the secret is that double dipping in fire rate. You just have to, unfortunately, farm something like that. I did it in the Ripper drill site. You know, maybe you'll find something. But that's the secret. That is the secret, folks. God contacts. Okay. Alright. Thanks for them. He's dropping items like crazy for me. That's unusual. Typically, he's a stingy bastard. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong trigger. Brain fart. Brain fart. Brain fart. So it's an all-around really effective combat build. That's all. That's all the point is. If you have minions around, you can take care of them. That's the idea. That's the point. So again, and plus, with this build as well, we are actually doing lifesteal a little bit. So the point as well is the fire rate makes you very tanky. Actually, excuse me. Are we doing? Hang on. Uh, wait a minute. We are not actually. So scratch that. We are not. But so the 10% lifesteal here is actually it's just procking so much when we have max shield. I'm not even using the other the bloodletter lifesteal buffs. This is simply the 10% from the class mod. So the fire rate's so fast that I can proc that 10% very reliably. I guess that's the point, right? Hey, asshole. I love just being a freaking Gatling gun. Oh, thanks. So, I think they are going to nerf the bod. They're probably that was the whole point of this event. Get it while you can and use it for a couple weeks, and then when the raid happens, they're going to nerf it. Trust me, I've been playing Gearbox games for a long time. It's probably on the horizon, guys. The nerf for the bod is probably coming. You're gonna have to just fortunately accept that fact. So you'll just have to accept it. But yeah, that's the idea, guys. Very simple, very straightforward. Super good at combat, super good at mobbing. Driller sights. This thing dominates like everything. You can again add movement speed to your build for mobbing to be a little more nimble. I'd probably put a Vagabond Watts on here, and that it just feels better to mob with a higher movement speed. So it's kind of like a fusion of what you saw earlier. Um, so take a hit on damage, but have better movement when I'm mobbing. We'll do one more for the hell of it for the video. Let's do that. This is what I call an endgame build. The one-shot bossing builds, yes, I do love one-shot boss. It's great fun. But when you're talking about all sorts of combat scenarios, you want something with more adaptability. More, I can take this damage with me wherever I'm going. I can move with it. That's important. And imagine this with a 150 watts. Oh, man. I'm still thrilled that I finally got it, though. After, like, probably 300 something total runs of the guy playing this game, I finally got my roll. Feels good, bruh. Identity. There we go. So this is the build. Bod aside, if they fuck with the bod, then I'll have to figure out a separate weapon to consider. But just firing this thing like that, it is a constant bullet hose of craziness. And because it's a shotgun, it's just easier to do this. Like, look at the spread it has. It's just really easy. In fact, while we're talking, let's go to I'll end the video on this. We'll go to the Ripper site where I can farm the war paint. We'll open these as a send off here. Why not? Load. Anything? Of course. Garbage in, garbage out. Just making sure, our last goodbyes here. A Ripper Daedalus crit. If that was a shotgun, it would still suck. All right. Actually, you know what? I could show you this against RJ. I did RJ first, and RJ went down like nothing. RJ was a little bitch. Let's see if we. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to show you RJ. Let's do RJ here. So, what's up, RJ? Okay. I'm missing his crit. Actually, I can't see the bastard. I was missing a bunch, but yeah, he's gone. Oh, yo, goalkeeper, we will take it. Huh? Hey, my man actually dropped something for a change. That's a shocker. For the video, too. We love to see it. Hang on a second. Goalkeeper, where are you? Here it is. When gun shield is depleted, grants 50% damage for 50% damage. And it's, of course, it's an order. Interesting. I wonder how that would work for this build. I wonder how this would work for this build. Now, I'm not. I wonder though. I mean, the bot. This is for the bot, so like, this would change. It's a lot of fucking damage, man. That's a lot of fucking damage. But the bot is just incredible. So I don't think this is competing. Just kind of curious. Let's show a mobbing session. That will hopefully. Let's do that. So we're going to Kairos. There we are. And we're going to go to the drill site down here and go to the reliquary. Very nice. Okay, cuspid climb. Good old cuspid climb. Can never go wrong with a good cuspid climb. Right? Anything of interest here? Right. You go. Down we go. So yeah, let's go to this Ripper area here. We'll clear out these bums. As you kill things, it gets better. Also, always better. So I also changed my grenade for mobbing too. I'll show you that in a second. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, this guy's an annoying prick. He's just knocking me around. Oh, this guy's really fucking annoying. I would be using a different grenade for this. Let's actually change the grenade right now. Now I'll lose Deadeye. Actually, I am going to lose Deadeye because I am going back to my Vagabond here. What is this doing here? I didn't even pick that up. So we are going to switch out for my Vagabond. And we are going to switch out for my probably the goated mobbing grenade, the massive cryo puddle grenade, guys. This thing is way too fucking useful. Look at this. First of all, it shows you where enemies are. It slows down annoying mobs for you. This guy is a pain in the ass. His fucking rockets are really annoying. So they don't want me to have too easy. Okay. Yes. And it's the fucking terrain. I can't hit the guy. Oh, this guy's a pain in the ass. Yep. It's fucking the rockets keep knocking you back, and you can't hit the fucking shots. Oh, thank God, dude. That's annoying. See that. Imagine like 5 of those guys in the raid area. Oh my god, that would be horrific. With those things bouncing you around. Like, no, thank you. So yeah, we're gonna sack some damage so we can move better. And the damage is still gonna be just fine. I assure you. All right, let's go in. Throw this out here. Gonna do that. I missed. I missed. Okay. You're gone. You're gone. Oh. I'm missing. I'm old and tired. Where's the other guy? There. Over there. So you want Vagabond so you can get around better. It's just super helpful. Okay. 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 They're gone. They're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Ooh. Those guys are the bane of my existence. See how that grenade works though for mobbing? It's so damn good. Every enemy is covered. You can see where they are. Just seeing where the damage numbers are proccing is super helpful, guys. And we're gonna go into our mode here. Oh, and well, maybe not. And we're just gonna end this guy. Oh, you know what? Fuck you. How about that? And where's the other guy? He always like gets knocked away. Gone. Oh, what a bump. Okay. So that's the idea. It just is much more useful for mobbing to have the movement speed, so you'll sack some of your damage for movement speed. Unless, of course, you find the almighty holy grail, the 150 amp and Vagabond. That is going to be God's shield right there. If you guys wanted to know what the best shield in Borderlands 4 is, it is the amp 150, Vagabond 35, or probably 20, if it rolls something else. Yeah, you have to have a double roll like this one to have 35. So it'd be a 20% with amp 150. That is the ultimate shield in Borderlands 4. See how it just slows those annoying little gnats down? Big cryoblast. Very helpful. Love this shield. Love this grenade. I've always used this grenade when mobbing. Alright. Okay, you're gone, you're gone. Who else? Oh, little trick shot there. I still got it in me. The old man still got it. Yo. This millennial still has it, bro. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Right there, he's in my face. All right. What'd you drop for me? What's that? Is that a thing? It's a... Oh, it's an oak with absorb? Is that what that was? It was. It's an oak age cask with some ammo absorb and some spike. Nah, whatever. Oh, we'll do one more run. We will do one while they're on here. But notice, you're just like seeing how the fire rate, even if you're stacking some damage, how important it is to have this level of fire rate. It really, look at that. I mean, we're sprinting. We're there, you're gone. Like, look at this. Guy spawns and he's dead. Ha! We could, like, melee people and then fucking shoot him in the head. a bunch of times. If you don't miss, of course. He's gone. You'll soon be joining him. Gone. Frickin' knockback grenades. Get out of here with that trash. Alright, what's next? Little area here. Boom. I see guys over there with the damage modifiers. Now I can aim for them because I see the numbers proccing. Oh, big, nice, big group here. You're done. You're almost done. These guys are connected at the hip here. All right, gone. These guys are annoying. And we'll just, we'll do the good old-fashioned bullet hosing for you. And look at my health. Because I'm firing so much, they can't hurt me. As long as I'm firing. Like, that's the key here is that I have to still be firing. There he is. He's hard to see. Beautiful. Now, we had a legendary drop. We had 2 legendary drops, excuse me. We have a principal with a capacity principal and a magazine booster. And then we have a shiny fire rate war paint. Oh, and this guy's gonna try and kill me when I'm looking at it, aren't you? Yeah, you little bastard. Fuck you. That is actually the one. So we got fire rate war paint on the video as I'm recording. Thank you so much, Gearbox, for your contribution. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. We're going to put all these things in the bag, like all of them here. Yeah, this was a mistake. I didn't mean to have that there. I was testing that. All right, send items to bank. We got the shiny war paint with fire rate. Fuck yeah, dude. That is the number one. But so funny. I just used the machine. Now I'm gonna have to find a Deadeye again, but that's okay. That is okay. I can find Deadeye on a syringe, no problem. What is this? A COV that has 0 heat. Oh, screw that shit. That's best in slot though for this build. It is the fire rate war paint. There it is. There it is, guys. 26 seconds. Oh man. Oh fuck. I mean, I wonder, can I take one that's been, see how it has that locked symbol there? I actually don't know if you can then switch, but I got my golden goose there. Perfect. I got the fire rate war paint. That's number one. So the hell yeah, we take it.